been like a day. For me, it's been about 25 seconds. So I got you at the back end of the Olds frame here with my beautiful gold diff cover, and everything else is black. I might just run those bolts down a little bit more, get them closer to where they need to be for all the suspension bits there. So we got two things we want to take care of on the back end here. One is the breather port, which I believe just presses in. It's missing a cap. Yep, just presses in. So we'll get you flipped around here so we can see what we're looking at. So that's what came out. That's what's got to go in. It's missing the green end. So probably could have just popped that cap off and snapped it onto the old breather, but plastic, love it. For these, I think these things are about $8. 8, not 88. But just a little cap. It's got, I don't know if you can see inside there. It's got little slots, 90 degree or 180 out. So it just breathes, let the pressure of the fluid do its thing. Come on, I don't want to break it. Get in your hole. Don't you want to go to your home? Yeah, it's close, needs to go down a little bit more, but you have to tap it gently. I don't want to do that, it's plastic. Anyway, that's in for the most part. The other piece is the rubber bump stops. Ordered a set, they were wrong. These would be correct. Just got a Charlie horse. Ouch. That was live on camera. Whoo. Stretch it out. So it'd be better if I could remove the wheel, but I'm not going to pull the wheel off just to put rubber. Well, that's going to be a pain to get those in there. But I have a, oh, ouch. Remnants of a robin's egg sitting over here. No little bird body associated with it that I can see, but pretty blue. So hit it with a little PB and maybe that'll help it slide into this little spot. Not really. Oh. Well, and then once they go in, they're not going to come back out for a while, but getting them in is a pain. We're going to drop it in the dirt and get schmutz all over the... That really hurt. Okay, so what do we got for a sharp, pokey object that'll destroy the rubber? That will help us get the thing where it needs to be. Boy, it's just should just snap right in. Here, I thought this was going to be a quick and easy video. I'm going to have to pull the wheels off just to get access in there, I think. Just don't have the room to get any leverage. Oh, there's a jack right here. Let me get this thing up in the air. We'll be back in a sec. Okay, the wheel is off. The wheel is off. Now I'm going to get that shoved in there. Go from below. Can't really see anything from below here. Got one side kind of started. Don't know if we can get the other side going. Well, that is just not wanting to get in its little hole. It's going to be another failed venture today. Get this corner in. Corner is not in. Whew. I understand these things need to go in and stay there, but you gotta have a way to get them in. If I had a pick tool, might help. It just does not want to cooperate. Maybe a smaller screwdriver. Trying not to get too small. Rip the rubber up. I'm going to tear it. Just want bump stops on the car. Well, once you let go, it pops out. Come on. We got one corner in again. Can't see what I'm doing. This guy is too bright behind. If I could just get my screwdriver in there and try, but it just doesn't want to cooperate. Frustrating. If I undo the bolts and drop that lower control arm, that would give me clearance. But now I'm disassembling the car again to put rubber pieces in. So let me try to figure this out. Once we get it squared away, maybe we'll show you on the other side. I just want to put my bump stops in. To Disconnected the rear sway bar, dropped both lower control arms. Got the rear end supported by a jack. Got jack stats back under the rear frame, all for bump stops. I was trying to shove it down with a pick, but it was starting to cut through the rubber, so now I can get some pliers, because you can see the profile there. It's got a big flap that I should be able to grab with some pliers and pull it on through. Whew! It's an awful lot of work just to put some rubber pieces on. Note to self, next time you do this, don't. Or put your bump stops in beforehand. So, let me get you set up and we'll see if we can pull that through with some pliers now. Okay, take 738.4. Hit it with a little PV blaster just to give it some semblance of lubrication before we try yanking on this thing. And it's kind of coming through on one side. The other side. Kinda, sorta. See if we can get one full corner in. Oh yeah. Hot damn, we're gonna make it. Are we in? Look at that. See, it wasn't so hard. What was I complaining about? Alrighty, well, let me go pop the other side in and we'll start putting this thing back together. Okay, both bump stops are in. And I didn't paint that side of the shock mount. Won't have to do that. So, what can we do to get the rear end back together? Drop this thing right off the jack stand if I'm not careful. I need a hammer. I need a rubber mallet. I'll be back. Okay, both rubber bump stops are installed. They didn't go too bad once I figured out I need to do that before we put the control arms on. So now we got to get the control arms back up and then get the sway bar reconnected. Whew. Let's ran and grab the dead blow hammer because we're going to need it. The beginnings of the bushing. Whew. I don't want to have to pull the shock off yet, too, to get clearance to. Making any more? Of course not. Of course not. Where's my big screwdriver? Won't be enough to get it started. We use a Phillips. I don't know. Maybe it's not. upward tension. Even on rocks is great. That's not gonna work. That one's probably too small. That could have worked. So, you over like that. Get you kind of lined up. Okay, it's not just sliding in. There we go. Alrighty, that one is held in by the bolt. Should grab some boards to put over here too, but that would be smart, and I'm not. There's no really smart. Otherwise, I wouldn't be spending my holiday weekend wrenching on this old eye. Of course, what else are you gonna do this weekend? Everything's closed for the coronavirus. There's my little screwdriver. Good workout though. Up, down, up, down. Charlie horse is kind of going away. We'll use the big screwdriver that's got more leverage. Let's see what I'm doing. This is from this angle. Oh, where you at? It's right there. Or not. Whew. There it goes. Okay, that one is in. Let's go ahead and throw the washer, the lock nut on. Couple of threads. Do both sides so I don't forget. Washer and a nylon nut. Okay. Now for sway bar. Bet you this first bolt's going to go in real easy. There goes the spacer. Nut, spacer or bolt spacer. Missed. Oh, you dirty little son of a gun. There you got. I think I need to drop this rear end and let the sway bar free float fully. unless the angle is all wrong. There we go. Washer, nylon nut. Let's see if we can get number 2 in. A little bit easier. If we're not going to chew up any threads here. Okay, that one is on. Actually, I don't think it matters, but it'd be set up for forward and aft orientation. Of course, you guys probably can't even see what I'm doing on this side over here, can you? Well, I'm doing the exact opposite of what you just watched. Spacer doesn't want to go in, but we can manipulate. We have ways of making you do what I want you to do. Go like that then. Okay, I need my big flat now. Use it as a pry bar. Come on, where you at? Oh, you dirty little son of a gun. And a manhandle sway bar in place by myself. Get close. Did he get him close? Too far. Too far. This is just not cooperating. Whew. What are you looking at here? A whole lot of nothing. Let me readjust you a little bit. Biggest rig of soda. Thanks, Kevin. I raided your fridge. Kind of muggy out here today. So how far off am I? Not that far. Do it. Which in theory, we're getting pretty closely lined up. for the last bolt. I've got to get the spacer wedged in between, because that sway bar is actually trying to spread the control arms apart right now. Which is where the big flat screwdriver comes into play. As it doesn't slip off and I pinch my fingers. Far off are we? A little bit. Tap it. And there she goes. Washer and the nut. Well, that was a lot more work than I anticipated for a couple of bump stops and a breather cap for the rear end. But I'm going to go ahead and run some of these bolts down a little bit. They're just barely on right now. Just make me feel better. Snug them up a little bit. I'm not going to tighten them because there's no weight on this chassis. We'll have to do that when there's a body on it and got interior in it and motors in place, and then we can really rev on things. But for now, I think that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'm tired. But after this, we're going to go tackle that front sway bar and get that squared away. Because it's all the parts we got to put on today. So, alrighty, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.